All right, checking if all systems are go. They are. Well, welcome home, Bitcoin Truth Seekers. It is Saturday, November 23rd, 2019. It's 7:09 a.m. here in Arizona. All right, today a bit better than yesterday. So we have some green across the board. Looks like we're waking up to a green morning. Bitcoin is up 3% at 2,000 at $7,213. ETH is up 4.5% at $151. And LTC, Litecoin, is up 3% at 47.77. So this is much better. Let's look at the big picture and then drill down into Bitcoin. All right, Dow Jones Industrial Average today. Of course, the market is closed, but note that the MACD is turning negative, and we closed on a green candle yesterday, but we have seen a slight downtrend last couple of days. S&P 500, all right, last couple of days have been red, and MACD is negative. Russell 2000 Index, all right, MACD is negative, and yesterday did close on a green candle, just barely, after a drop the day before, big red candle. So in general, American economy, all right, well, of course, we're still on the way up. Looking at the S&P 500 and the Dow Jones Industrial Average, but if you put all these together, the Dow Jones, SPX, and the RUT, it does look like maybe we're going to see a little bit of a downtrend on the way up. Great news this morning, 2 billion. 0.56, so 2.56 billion Tether into Bitcoin. That's a good number. Also 1.5 billion to Ethereum. So this dip is definitely being bought by somebody. Now, market cap 130 billion for Bitcoin. Real volume is 599 million. That's cool. We always want to get above that 300 million mark to have a good day. So definitely a good volume. Tether's rocking into Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now, the Bitcoin dominance is 68% today, working on a red candle so far. And altcoin market cap is 60 billion, but at least today we're working on a green candle after we've been dumping for a while, along with Bitcoin. Shorts versus longs. So, summarizing Bitfinex, BitMEX, and Binance, we have 58% longs, 41% shorts. Bitfinex, way more longs and shorts. BitMEX, slightly more longs and shorts. And as always, Binance, where the grumpy pants hang out, way more shorts than long. Just a little thought. Realize there's only left to be mined just under 3 million Bitcoin. So in existence, we have 18 million. And how many are left to be mined? Just under 2 million. So something to think about. And 1,800 or so Bitcoins are made a day. So basically 86% have been issued. Something to think about if you were a hodler, that this is a store of value based on scarcity, and it's becoming more and more scarce. So if you're a hodler, just something to think about. These numbers are important. All right, let's look at the weekly. So the purple dotted line there, this big one, that is the weekly 50 EMA. And something I'm noticing is I think we are in a downward channel, and it's all a matter of, are we going to bounce off the bottom of the channel and start moving back up, or are we going to break below it? Right now, looking at the weekly, we are hanging out just at the 618 fib. We did wick below it, and we wicked to the bottom of the channel as I am seeing it. So what's going to happen? Are we going to bounce up or not? And if we did break the channel, we are actually, let me draw a line here, a horizontal line. We're right here at this level of support and resistance. I should say buy sell volume and support resistance. Previously was 6,000, well, let's say 6,400. If we did break below this line, at the bottom of the trend line, maybe we'd bounce off this high buy sell volume and support and resistance and continue up, or go down to the 0.786 fib line and then bounce, hopefully. Anyhow, basically, we're at the bottom of the channel. Are we going to bounce? At least in the weekly chart, there is some hope that, because we are still well above the 200 moving average, and hopefully we don't come all the way down to that and bounce. But big red candle. Let's see how this plays out. Here's looking at the daily. A little bit cleaner chart, easier to see. We are below the 200 moving average, of course. We are below also where I was hoping we'd get a bounce, not the 315, sorry about that, the 314 moving average. I was hoping we'd see a bounce there, but we didn't. So we are at the bottom of the channel. So that's what I'm seeing right now on the weekly, bottom of a channel. We're playing with important fib lines at 618. Are we going to bounce up and stay in that channel, or go down to maybe previous buy-sell volume and support and resistance in the chart at 6,400, or hopefully not down to the 7186, which is 5,400. These are both areas that people are talking about, 6,400 and also 5,400. Or 5,500, 6,500, however you want to look at it. We need a bounce. So weekend's coming up, but I really am impressed with this amazing volume that we're seeing. 2.56 billion into Bitcoin, 1.51 billion into Ethereum, and look at this wonderful volume. It's not as good as it can be, but still, Mr. IO is the summary of the top 10 exchanges, and it likes to keep it real. So we are seeing good volume going into the weekend. I mean, it's Saturday, good volume, good time for a bounce. Let's see how it plays out. If we really do go below this channel, then, well, most likely we're going to see 6,500 at least. But we shall see. Gotta see how it plays out. Looking at the daily once again, I just wanted to know, what's this chart in here for? Forget it. On the daily, just wanted to note that we are well below the 200 moving average, well below the 21 weekly EMA, and also below the 50 MA. These are all averages that people feel. In general, there is a certain consensus that above these is bullish, below them is bearish, and definitely, as you can see, we are below all of them, and we've had a lot of sell volume. The whale buy indicator, which is a fun indicator, I linked to it in the show notes, it is still saying sell. A lot of people follow it and give it some value, so we'll check it out once in a while. I'll definitely revisit it when it says buy. Again, here on the daily, just wanted to point out that looking at the VPVR here, we have amazing previous buy-sell volume, and on the chart, support and resistance right at 8K, but we have broken below that, as we know. We've also broken below the 618 fib line as I draw it, and we may be heading for that 786. And below that 786, well, the next area where we really have buy-sell volume on the VPVR is around 5,500. So be watching these fib lines, be watching these values, these numbers. All right, once again, looking at the 4-hour chart, just wanted to point out, once again, great buy-sell volume in 8K and support resistance in the chart, but we're under that. We've broken the 618 fib line, and the next fib line will be the 786 at 5,500, where you have also buy-sell volume. Just looking at the hourly chart for some immediate price action, we're below the 200 moving average, and definitely all red EMAs on the super guppy indicator. So I wish I could give you more. I mean, basically, we are below important moving averages, as you can see. I also wanted to mention, that's why I have this here. This is the CMA futures chart, and the CMA futures chart, some say, is kind of the whale's buy-sell indicator. It's just internet rumor, but it does make sense. They'd like to play with futures, so the Bitcoin CMA futures, being an important indicator to watch, is definitely below on the daily. It is below the 200 moving average. It's just kind of following the Bitcoin chart. So let's see what happens. We really are, I believe, on the daily in a downward channel. I think this also could be a huge, epic, mega bull flag. Here's your flagpole. There's the flag. We're going to break above this. If you add this up, that would put us way up to like 14K. If we had a breakout to the upside, it's all about really this bottom of this channel, and looking at these fib lines, the important fib lines. Like here, this is on the weekly. Let's look on. Did I do one for the daily? Let me fire up some fib lines here for the daily. Go down here. Boom. As you can see, we're hanging out here at the 618 fib line. We have broken below it. We've also broken below the channel. We have not broken below this channel. And next place as a major fib line would be right around 5,400 at the 786, but we have seen good volume around 6,400 on the VPVR indicator. So let's see what happens. It's anyone's guess, really. With all that said, thanks for sticking around. Hey, I'm a member of Blockchain Education. Maybe you should be too. And come hang out with a great community of traders. Learn to trade, sit back, chill, watch videos, and learn the blockchain education trading methodology. And whether the market is red or market is green, you can find alts that are making money and hop in or be in Bitcoin trending up. Anyhow, I hope you have a great day. I hope this market continues this beautiful green this morning. I hope Bitcoin gets up even more than 3%. Hope you make lots of money. As always, like, share, and subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you again tomorrow.